Let's see if this works. This will be interesting if this works. Right, I think I've got it working, so we can now. Let me see if I pull this up. Right, I think now I should fully have connected clippable moments now properly. I think. I hope. I think. Hopefully. So what I'm hoping is, I want to just test it from this end. Or just in general, I wonder if I do that and clip. Will that generate one? I feel like that won't. I don't know why I feel like that won't. No, did it? No, I think it did. Oh, it did actually. Right. That's changed everything up. Oh, that's changed. That's changed the game. Right, okay, so I can just post everything from here. It just looks a wee bit silly sometimes. Well, I guess, because it says on Streamlabs, it says it's posting a new clip as well. Okay, so that just command works. The Streamlabs command setups is perfect. Thankfully. So we've got that working. What else do I need working? I can read chat from both sides. I also got a new stand. I can't show it because it'll all mess up, but I got a new stand for the phone, which is cool. So I'm operating off of that right now. Just in mainly because in the past, let's see if I can launch this. In the past, I was using this one with the wee wobbly arm, and then it had the camera holder. This was the one that had it where it could follow me around. But I was slowly hitting a point where I was like, actually, I don't really need the following around part as much. And what ended up happening was, like, I was like, this is a waste of time. And when I was trying to record some stuff, the arm isn't fully stable. Whereas this one is a nice tripod for it. I realised I could just move this, but the tripod for this works out perfectly. And I went, oh wow, right, okay, so I'm just using that. It also means that I should be able to record some painting slash card game stuff a smidgen more easily, because I can just have this in frame or off at the side. Like, there's probably like a better arm I could have for this. Have I turned the volume right down on this? Oh god, I did. Jeez, when did I do that? When did I do that? Now you will notice I have no points. I have no other blood points anymore. Because one of the updates, one of the patch notes that I think is possibly some of the best changes to have ever happened to the game. But the patch notes that came in, I was so happy with. So much happiness. So happy I can't remember how to get to the patch notes. I could have swore it was an inbox, is it not? Aye, patch notes, there we go. Right. So, big boy patch notes, obviously. I wish this was on the other side, but it is what it is. But they changed a few things, right? So, like, we've got the new killer, which we're going to attempt to get some games with. But then, I like a lot of these changes, right? So, we've got AFK Crow system update. So, survivors are considered AFK when not interacting within the last 10 seconds, while AFK survivors accrue AFK points. I would love to know how that is, what that is. But all we do know is it says during which crows gradually begin spawning above the survivor, beginning with 1 and capping at 3. So I'm assuming if you're AFK for 30 seconds, you'll have all 3, is what I would guess. Is something on those lines. I don't really know. They've not really explained that one specifically, but it just says AFK points increase more slowly while moving or while in proximity to the killer. After 90 seconds. Aye, okay, yeah, so after 90 seconds, yeah. Okay. It says the survivor reaches 3 crows and a loud noise trigger at regular intervals. Additionally, the survivor loses collusion with other players for 10 seconds. Completing interactions removes AFK points. Crows are removed as a decrease in the system. What is disabled when the hatch spawns over the in-game collapse is triggered by any means, which I guess is fine because obviously if you do that then there is just a genuine time limit to how long left the game is, so I'm like cool. This next one though is the best thing ever. Second because I just remembered what the other one does. So the blood web spending improvements now allows you to added an auto blood web button available after proceding any one character for the first time. I still genuinely think they should scrap this fucking everyone has to suffer for 1 prestige. I wish it didn't have to be that way. I really do wish it was just something that was enabled and turned on. And if somebody wants to just use it in the nicest possible way, it's one of those scenarios of like either they don't know what they're looking for or they just want to get through the blood web because it takes forever. Now it doesn't. It's actually scary. I used the 5 million blood points we had in less than a minute. Like that, I am so happy for that. I nearly cried when I hit Freddy Fazbear. I was like, right, let's just put him to P3, and I went right cool, and I pushed the button because I just wanted to see it, but I know I could have hit the other button at the other side of it. I'll try and show you in a second. Like if I go boop boop boop, and then like look at this, right? It's unlocked it because I did it all in one bit, so I've not actually added it. But if I go to blood web, right, you can go to this bit here instead, and you can increase the levels or like max out levels basically. And I was just mesmerised. I was the happiest I've ever been when I got to do this. And then what happens is it just pings. It shows you every single item you've now got. So like now when we then go to like the loadout, for instance, and we go to it, like it shows I have 87 of them, which I think is hilarious. But on page 1 it shows you all the stuff we've got that we got throughout the blood web, including obviously the perks. But the bonus we had on the perk level was, let's be honest, we have them all, so it wasn't really a non-essential issue. But genuinely it took so little time, and I was like, I genuinely just wish that was something from the start, or something they could have implemented so much sooner. But it's here, so we're happy. But this is actually the big one for me, because it's this one here. Gamma setting. Upon launch, new gamma calibrations pop-up will be presented to all players. This visual setting can be accessed at any time under the graphics tab, right? So, boop, graphics, and then there'll be one for gamma now, which is here. Now as you can see, I have it maxed to the fucking... So like basically, right, so this is the base, right? So it says adjust the gamma until the leftmost image is barely visible, right? Now I appreciate that that's what some people like. I also like to be able to see the fucking screen. So I'm like, I can genuinely not see that, right? Like if we go to like the max darkness, which is crazy if somebody has a setting like this, right? But like I can't see the third one in. Can sort of see it, can see it, can see it better. It gets better. I now just can see the second one. We get to the base settings, I still can't see the first one. So this is what I was having to play through. This is what I now discovered is what I was having to play through. At 2.2, which is what it has as a baseline, right? I actually couldn't see the leftmost image. So now I'm starting to be like, holy shit. No wonder so many things were like kind of like odd, or I was staring, or I was trying to see stuff. Now I have aggressively spiked it so that it's at 3.2 because I can now see that enough where I'm like, I am fine with this. It'll be very interesting to see how it goes in game. But I'm like so happy. I'm actually so happy with that setting. That's like the shit. That needs to fucking settle. But no, this awesome settings. I don't remember what else there was. The gamma. The go next prevention, I think, is an interesting update. For sure. So we've got it along the lines of. It just says. So I've actually watched some games being played out, which is nice. So basically, it goes. Add the assistant to detect survivors who intentionally die early in the match. When the survivor is determined to be doing this, they'll receive a disconnection penalty and lose 1 full grade, which I think is 10 out of 10. The attempt unhook ability is now only available following the following circumstances. 2 survivors remain in the trial. A survivor's luck is increased with an offering. The survivor has equipped Slippery Meat or up the anti-perk. When more or 2 survivors remain, they may struggle while on a hook, but with no chance of escape or penalty failure. Then it says, letting 2 struggle success skill checks pass without any input will no longer insta-kill you. The abandoned score event given to survivors when a teammate disconnects is now also granted when a survivor gives up via this system, which I think is actually really good, because I'd like the idea that if people just genuinely give up or like still force themselves out the game, you probably can bail from a game without it being a complete waste of time. Because I think that's something from both ends, like that becomes such an issue. Like, because I know, like from me playing Killer, whenever we have somebody just immediately give up, and then the game becomes like, okay, we're still at 5 gens, somebody's just generally killed themselves immediately. You feel bad because you're like, how the hell do you play this out without it just being almost too unfair for the survivors? Sometimes the survivors can still cook you, bear in mind, but the idea is still there. And then there's like a Mori update, which is interesting. It says near the end of the trial, the killer can now activate a Mori when 2 survivors are alive, and the following conditions occur simultaneously, up from 1 survivor alive. 1 survivor's on the hook, and in the struggling phase, 1 survivor's in the dying state. When the above criteria is met, starting a Mori on the survivor will now immediately start the sacrifice of the remaining hooked survivors in the struggle phase. Which I'm like, yeah, actually makes sense, to be fair. And then there's just a smidgen of other stuff that we don't really care for. And we are going to attempt to get ourselves into a game. I guess we probably try and play as Freddy. Let's be just real. The animatronic is probably who we should play as. Let's see what some of these do. Gain, Killer Instinct, on a Survivor. That could be interesting. While the axe is embedded in a survivor, all players within 32 meters gain. Okay, that could be funny. That might mess us up, but that could be funny. Let's just try that for the banter, right? Yeah, let's try that for the banter. Let's lock in some points because we're friendly, and then let's quickly read his perks. Animatronics. I love how that still comes up. So he's got exit gate switches with at least 80% progress regress at a rate of 100% of the gate opening, which I still think has a place. I generally do think this one has a place somewhere. Don't know necessarily if it works in some of my builds, but I feel like there's a world where you could have it, especially if you play like a Blood Warden slash no one escapes. Like, what's that one called? Not Nowhere to Hide. I think it's no one escapes or whatever it's called. It's like I could see that being very useful. When you damage a generator, it becomes compromised. Only one generator can be compromised at a time. When it's complete, your successful base attack cooldowns are 20% faster for 60 seconds. Help Wanted could be quite fun. When a survivor's in your 10 radius and they look at you, they scream and you see their aura for 2. See, I feel like that could be really useful. Then it's got a 60% cooldown. That one could be very useful, for sure. Right, let's try and lock in some kind of like somewhat obvious builds. Stuff that we might want to use. I feel like Bamboozle on him feels good. I feel like maybe like Surge. I feel like could be useful for him. Try to think. Honestly, Rapid Brutality could be interesting when you hit him with a basic. Nah, maybe not. Actually, not as much as I'm thinking about it. Try to think what else there is. I like Overcharge. I know what to hide and Eruption and stuff as well. But let's see. Let's just see. Infectious Fright could actually be a really good shout though. And the what's the Chucky one? Friends to the End could be really good. Have I? Friends to the End. Let's attempt that. Now I will say I don't know how long games are going to take to actually find. So we are very much chancing our arm at this one, but I went and I said like, okay, the two reasons for starting slightly earlier was the main one being I'm actually feeling a wee bit better, and earlier on I'm not even just earlier on, I have been feeling brutal. Yesterday was horrendous. Definitely chalked up with a bit of the cold or something. Still have it to a degree, but it doesn't feel as bad. But yesterday, man, it sucked. Yesterday was a bad day at the park. Just want to see if this. Okay, so also right while we're loading in, when we generate clips now, they do get posted to the clips and highlight section on the Discord. Now, for the current time, I have left it also as just anyone can do it, because my main thing was I'd like it for people to be able to I would like it for being able to have like people go and hit the clips, but obviously if it becomes like readily abusable, it'll just switch back to like mods doing it and stuff like that. Maybe like have set like what do you call it? Set restrictions to who gets to use it. You know, like VIPs and stuff might get it, and that above. I'll figure out how that all works. But for now, it's set to anyone can do it, just because I want to like test it out a little bit. Because as I was saying the other day, like I'd really like to get a lot of clips. Oh, there's my like today. I'd like to get a lot of clips, mainly so that I can then really start the grind on the TikTok front. And I think it's one of those as well. It actually works on two great scenarios. A, people generating clips means that there's like positive feed happening in channel on Twitch, which is great. Then it means we can use said clips for TikTok and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So it's just everything's self-replicating itself is what my kind of idea about it is. And as I say, like for the next like month and a bit, paying for the restream, which I'm still going to pay for. The restream being able to be on YouTube end has been great. It's actually been generally so bloody awesome. Being like, hey, the channel might not have as many unique uploads currently because I've just not had the time. There is a lot of the backlog that I do really want to try and start putting on as well. I think there was a good few games where I was like, hey, I've not uploaded them yet. I had like, oh, what do you call it? What was that game we played? The detective one, the Dark Side Detective, for instance. I still have like the 2 hidden missions to do, and I started one of them, and it's so annoying. I remember starting it and then just the time got away and I just couldn't get back to it because I realised it actually was slightly longer. So there's a couple of scenarios where I'm like, right, I feel like I might need to really lock that in per se as such and figure it all out. Because I want to make like alternate stuff, but then so I think it's one of those ones. I just generally don't think I've got enough time when it comes to it. Because obviously I want to do a lot of stuff with the daubers and stuff. I want to make more sort of content. I want to make more card content, but I also kind of just want to do it through the daubers because it makes just sense. But if I get on this trail of going and doing things, one of the really cool things we've got that now started is Shimline Saturdays. So I've actually got most of the episodes just to finish editing tonight slash tomorrow, and then like half the bracket's done. What the other half of the bracket, I've got some of them ready to go, but I've not got them finished yet. That's loud. That's terrifying. Fucking hell. It's just like I've got a couple of them ready to sort of go and get finished and edit it up a little bit more. But it's one of those ones where it's like, once I get them all done, there's like, what did I end up saying? There's like a bunch of weeks. Like the way I'm going to do it, if I can pull it up quickly while we're loading in, the way I'm going to do it is a 32 card tournament where I'm going to do the first opening weeks. I'm going to do as the brackets. I'm going to do, so it's actually going to be like multiple battles happening each week, because I realised if I did it every single week individually, I realised that it would take about 6 months for the show to finish, and I think 6 months is fairly excessive, just a smidgen. I think in later iterations of stuff like that, it could be totally viable, but I don't think it's super viable for a 6 month show to exist right now. We're too small again. If this was like Magic the Gathering or something like on those lines, I could kind of justify it, because then you're just constantly getting trickle traffic, as they call it. But for our game, I think it needs to be more focused. So I've actually got it locked to like 3 months. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like the first bracket takes a month, the second bracket takes a month, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles left. So I think what I said was it was like 1 month, and then yeah, I was going to do the two brackets here, the two brackets here, the two brackets, the two brackets. That's another month. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? No, I think I'm messing up the numbers here somehow. I think I worked it down to 3 months. 1 week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. That's 2 months. And then it goes. Oh, I remember what it was. Yeah. Then I do 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. Yeah, there we go. I'm a dafty. I'm looking at this going like, how the hell did I work this out in the past? So the top 32 bracket, we do bracket 1, and that takes a month for all 16, and then bracket 2 we do, and that takes another month, and then what we do is bracket 1 has then obviously got a top 16, so we do the 8, and then the other 8, and that takes a month. I can't remember how I've done this actually. Maybe it's 4 months. It might be closer to 4 months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Aye. That's 8 weeks, right? And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another 8 weeks. So that's 4 months. And then 1, 2, 3, for 5. Nah, I think I did this up. I'll need to like look it out. I've got a way of doing it where it should. Let me see if I can like. This is taking forever to load. This is the only tiny flaw we might have with trying to get into games. It might take us a bajillion years. Oh wow, okay, right, okay, scratch whatever I said. So This would be an interesting build. I don't know if this is the perfect build. Obviously, what I need to get used to, because I don't play the PTVs, so the main thing I need to get used to is the hatchet. And I know it's got like a crazy different drop off compared to like Huntress, so like that's something I need to pay attention to. Oh, a bunch of party streamers. Look at us all being a team. But yeah, so like figuring out the hatchet scenario and then figuring out the door scenario. Like the way I'm looking at it is like it feels like it could be like a Huntress with additional speed once you've chucked the hatchet. You know you only get one. There's a bit of recall option to it, and you have map teleportation, which I think I'm going to enjoy. Like I genuinely do think I'm going to be happy with this kind of killer. It says ready. Okay. That's the doors. Oh, I see something. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. Bitch, I free Shabaka do. What the fuck is up, Kyle? What the fuck you better?
So that.
Oh. I didn't get no sleep because of y'all.
Okay.
Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me.
Go.
The lag that just hit there. Holy shit. But I don't even know where that gen popped, if I'm being honest. But how's it going, Rebecca? That message doesn't look like it's appeared though, which is weird. Go in. Because then, so it lets me do this. The problem here. Oh, so it lets you actually throw the axe. See it? Right. Okay. I think there's a connection issue. Just in general, which I am fine with the connection issue being maybe a thing. But at the same time. It definitely is taking a minute to... Is this the first game? Literally this is the first game. It took us a fair moment to get on as well, which I obviously was going to happen. That's a bad. Oh yeah, everyone's going to be wanting to play him. Oh, 100%. Which is totally fine, obviously. I'm not really like, oh. Do you know what I mean? It's, oh. Yeah, it's like I'm in no.
Do you feel that?
But with a wee moment of practice and stuff, I think that's going to be the plus side. It looks like a fun killer. Like, it definitely looks like it probably be my style of killer. This is got a projectile. It's not too awkward to call it back, which is nice. I just swore I could have heard somebody as well, but maybe what will take a bit of getting used to will be doors, like where they actually are on the map. It's like, gens wise, they'll get one of these done. So it's got like a weird slow, fast base rate, which is interesting. As I said, they're getting the hatchet hits. For sure. Takes a minute. So he definitely is noticeable when he's a bit slower, for sure. Oh, the hatchet it's interesting. It's very interesting. It is. You're good to go. Buffy pop. Yeah, Buffy pop. Yeah, no, you're good to go.
Exquisite.
Definitely a fun type of game. Like, I need to get used to the hatchet. The hatchets get such a drop off where I'm like, okay. Did you get the Matthew leather cosmetic as well? I currently haven't because I'm in Operation Tourist Fuck mode after paying for my flights to Spain. So no, I haven't just yet. I had just enough to really sort of justify the new killer, to be quite honest, and that was about it. GG for playing. Yeah, like literally, like just enough to justify it. Spain won't be that dear. It was $270 for flights. It's not that it's expensive, it's the fact that I came off of sick pay, so that was quite literally half of what I get paid this month. So it's not bad for flights, but the money in the bank also says that's a fair beating you're taking, Connor. Slow it down. So yeah, not crazy money. No, it wasn't crazy money. It was just an expense that was like I knew I needed to book them there and then. There was no ifs or buts. I even said that to Adam. I says, listen, if we wait until bastard ads off. See, that's what happens when you. I forgot to sort of sub it. I see that's what happens. No, I get ad revenue. Oh goodness. Yeah, it's one of those things where. Also, bear in mind those ads shouldn't be as long because we did tweak that system a little bit. So it will not be like the big doozy 3-minute ones. I do believe, I could be wrong on that. Pretty sure it's like the 30-second/minute ones I think I've hit with. It's not the end of the world, right? Stage 256. Some of these options might not have actually been great. While moving between security doors, the repair progress of generators can be determined by intensity, decrease the duration of undetectable statuses. There's Amoth in the room, right? Okay. That could be fun. Yes, no ads. After just getting hit with them. No. Right, let's have a wee quick smidgen of ideas we could use for this guy. Like, a tiny bit of me thinks that Bamboozle there wasn't great. Oh, you changed it? Yeah, I changed it a while. I've been slowly but surely changing everything. Like, quite aggressively changing everything. The thing I was saying as well is we now have a clip command that will generate a clip from the stream. So it's just !clip. Don't sudo abuse it completely right now, but know it's there. Everyone can technically use it. Everyone can currently use it unless it gets abused, in which case it'll just be a mod thing. But I feel as if it will not be abused. I'm hoping it won't be abused. But if something cool happens now, people can just exclamation mark. Really try to think of a build for him actually. Like, I guess, you know what we could do, right? Base the darkness, right? Let's go. I kind of feel like Infectious Fright might actually still be a play. I just want to try something. I think the Surge. Depression as well. No way to hide. Let's try this as a build. It could just be a bit of banter. His scream is interesting. I don't think it's as annoying as the thingy-mabobber scream. See the ghoul, for instance. Like, I feel like the ghoul, his in lobby scream was just too much for me. Just genuinely. I think that's annoying, but not horrendous just yet. His is intense. Yeah, I think the ghoul set the bar for like how much do you need to actively mute shit, and that's one of them. I don't think he does it enough. I think on payday though, I probably will, back to your previous question though, I think I will probably pick up the Athro Lillard skin. Mainly because there's a good few of them that look quite cool. There is also this moth that I need to annihilate, which is staying my tits in. Also, I'm infected now. Ah, fair enough, I've got the cold. I've got the cold. I've got the cold and now burnt moth in my nose, that's brutal. Yeah, like, because I think, can I look up his cosmetics on here? That one. Because it won't show me unless I go to the store and I can't afford to do that. But there's a good couple of other ones, to be fair. There actually is a good couple. So I'm kind of looking forward to have a few cosmetics for this guy. Because the Matthew Lillard one actually is really cool. I like the base one though, to be honest. The base one's creepy as shit. Like, but again, I'm also quite happy to sit and chat for a bit because, like, I know it's going to take us a while to get into games and stuff, but I just genuinely feel as if I cannot be fucked just playing Survivor today, because I have no reason to play Survivor right now. I think that's the thing. We have killers. So like, why not? We just have to suffer through waiting a bit. But as I was saying, like, yeah, so the clip command should work as... It's worked the last couple of times I've used it, which again was just today. Alright, I was reading something there for a second. I was like, oh, something's happened, but no. I will. Can't think what else. There's like a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of different games that I want to play and stuff like that. Helldivers is up there as well. Helldivers is right up there. I was tempted to play it today, but then I was also like, we've probably got to get a few DbD games sorted just to see the new killer. Again, it's one of those annoying ones where I'm like, I know we have to fight through the long wait for a game to get found. I don't think the initial wait wasn't too aggressive compared to like some of the games we've had in the past. Because what was the one we were doing before? Was it the 2v8, wasn't it? That would be a that was aggressive how long that took. Like we've been like, yeah, 2v8, yeah. That one was bad. 2v8 wait times was bad. This is morely just a new killers came out and everyone wants to play the killer. I'm fine with that rather than like a new game mode has returned. But we've been live 50 minutes and the first like 20 plus was talking about all the patch notes and stuff, to be fair, so I'm kind of alright with that. Because I think the patch notes were great. I kind of partially regret paying all the blood points in that one go. I maybe should have left it for stream, but I just needed to see how it was going to look in person, and I just couldn't wait. See when the option was available. Oh, the yawn, it is intense. Oh goodness. Very warm today. I don't know what's everyone else's temps looking like today, because I think it's like 18 odd degrees in the old Scotty land, and it's brutal. Let's find out actually weather. Currently 14 to 15 degrees here. Apparently it's to go to 24 degrees on Friday. Tell you something, man. That one will be rough.
Great atmosphere.
That one will be rough. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I'm in work Friday and Saturday. Maybe at work yesterday, annoyingly. Just couldn't. Oh my goodness, you should have heard me yesterday. It was brutal. Just day one of having a bit of a cold. I was just like, fuck me. I could feel it, like I could feel me coming down with something on the Monday, and I was like, ah, oh, Jesus. But I will say as well that this is the first time where I was also like, hell first. Some scenarios I'd have just like brudged into work and just dealt with it, but I was like, I could not yesterday. Today, bit rough. I feel a bit tired because yesterday I was tired from yesterday. Do you want to know something? This is going to be the map I wanted to see. This is the map I wanted to see. Can I just say, straight off the fucking bat, the gamma settings is so noticeable. Now if we get outside... Wow. Oh, I've got it down a bit with that. Gee. Oh, you cheeky waffle. That's hard. Oh, what the France is happening there? You got a coca taste in case it's going around like crazy. Do you know, honestly, I'm going to chase her just to see if we can get the jump scare going, because I want to know how you do it. I don't know how to do the jump scare thing. I don't have a COVID test, to be fair. The only reason I didn't do one is because it's not simple symptoms. Oh, I'm getting
Don't move.
But that was a moment.
Wait there.
I don't know if there's another book nearby though, that's the main thing. This is that one. Don't give up the chase. Don't give up the chase. Nope. The problem there is that she just created the bad scenario. Nice dead hard. Save your team. She should have saved the teammate, to be fair. See if you push exclamation mark clip, Rebecca,
Goodbye.
that would become a clippable moment. No, clippable moment before the timer runs out. And then that and then the last 30 seconds is now a clip. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh wow, she's gonna be coming. I don't even know if I can get her out of it. Honestly, I won't even get her out of it. Jesus. Need to motor that one. The problem is I actually can't get them to a hook, but I've now got to wait for, like, because here's the only thing, right, with the scenario we're under, right? I don't necessarily know, because they can't fail skill checks, right? But I would assume they could abandon, because the other two have abandoned, so like they're probably just collecting their points, I'm guessing. And then we can see the Mori. I wish he would crawl out of the fucking bush so we get a decent to look at. Wait, where the fuck did that spawn? Oh my god, it's right there as well. Jesus. Now let's have a look at the Mori. Jesus.
You're mine now.
It's a pretty brutal Mori, to be fair. That is a pretty brutal Mori. Nice. What were they running? So we had Iron Will, Dead Hard, Flashbang, Finesse, nice. Deja Vu, Windows, Life and Resilience, nice. Dead Hard, Resilience, Lightweight, Dance Swing, nice. Lightweight, Deja Vu, Dark Sense, and that boil over, nice. I don't know if this build worked or not, but it felt like it was not too bad. But yeah, that is the power of the exclamation mark clip button. If we can start using that as often as reasonably possible, like when something legitimately funny happens or something cool does happen, 100% just clip it,
I'm
because
the fun one.
it means that all those clips can get put together, all get used and stuff like that as well. And then I can throw them into my clip generator and then start tweaking stuff. The main reason I've got it is because I like the fact that the AI lets it find the voice in it, which is what I really like. Because I've always wanted to do that more often with clips in general, but it's horrendously slow to quickly map out from a CC what you've actually said and what's correct, and then typing it up and generating into clips. It takes forever. Whereas, like, if you've got an AI speech recognizer, it's like problem solved, because it figures out what you've said without it being that much of a fuss. So like, that's the hope. The hope is that's how it will work out. But again, having that clip thing work was great. That's cool, because it pings it, and as I say, like, if we then in a minute's time, if we jump over to the Discord, that clip, a new clip was created by Rebecca, and it's now in the Discord channel as well, which is great. Because I definitely like know that like a handful of times I'd go to do something and something dead funny happens, and then like we just never get round to remembering where it is, or it gets lost in the shuffle, you know. And I was just kind of like, can we sort of balance that out? And I think this seems to be the right way to do it. Plus, it's a free system, kind of similar to the way like Trigger Fire's free and stuff like that. But I think you can support them via Patreon and stuff like that as well, which I possibly might. I'll have to look at the incentives for some of the other options, because I think there's like more advanced stuff you can do with the program, like with the bot. But for now, I really just need it for the clips. I think that's what's kind of been fun in the last like 2-ish months. We've really been like locking in all the different additional things to make the stream just nicer again. Like, the multi-stream's great because we now have it on YouTube, which I just think's the best thing ever. So like, I was like, yeah, multi-stream's great. We'll have a nice clip editor, which I like using. We've now got this that lets us clip things so much easier. Like, just such frame of life scenarios. I think we got a lot of points in that game as well. We got obviously the Seri bot and everything, which I should have done years ago anyway. We've got that up and running, so now we don't get our mods having to stress about the million bot accounts. As much as I like them coming in, because it means you're getting found, it's still great that like they don't have to worry about the bots and stuff. Now all they have to worry about is the actual people that come in to be abusive. And I'm like, how cool is that? Like, we have all these different wee buttons to be pushed. Like, it's just such a simpler world. I can't even think what else we need. That's the main thing. Like, cannot think what else we need. And if you do think of something, just put it in the Discord. I'll even drop that there now. If we can put up the socials, let's see if I can put it in first. That should paste it to both, which is great as well, because it means if you're on the YouTube end, you can also see all of the stuff getting posted. I'm pretty sure that should... Yeah, there we go, I see it now. I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure that should trigger over to both, which is good. Such an easy system, such an absolute ease of mind. What I'm going to do though is take this one down though, because I think that can sometimes mess with the whatchamacallit, the everything. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Oh goodness, do you know what you would call it? What am I thinking now? Messes with like the CPU. That's it. There we go. Jesus, that took a minute. But I'll leave that there in case we need it up. I think I've got everything running. I think the cool thing now as well is the fact that like with all that running with slightly different setups and different options, like the wiring option for the phone I think going to also be better, because I always had an adapter for it, but now I've got one with an actual stand that I feel comfortable with, so that when we get round to wanting painting / card game streams to come on to play, I should be able just to turn the phone around and have it like pointing. Yeah, it should be able to just point at the table where I need it, which is good. Like, I love that. That's going to give us a good few options, or additional options. Because painting is something that I want to sort of return to the channel at some point. I've just not really had. I think it's been like a weirdish setup because I like that little holder, but it was just too wobbly. Droid cam obviously still great for us for what we're using it for. Trying to think what else. I feel like that's everything. The fact that this mic is still working great. The pole arm that we changed for it though has been so much better since having it implemented to this table. But that was a fight to get something to work because of the way we had to set up initially. The fact that it's now here, I can move it even closer. Like, it's funny because I never seem to see it on camera, but I always feel as if, like, if I had it out a bit further, I just feel like everyone would see it. But for some reason, it's just off frame for everything that's not, which is great, I guess. I'm not going to complain. But like all the setups, everything's just perfect now. Everything's so much better. New mouse is also working great, to be fair as well. So like, I think, yeah, like next round of upgrades at this point might be in about 2-ish months time, but the graphics card's the first thing to get updated. It was always going to be the first thing to get updated, but it's going to be like the first big purchase to be updated. Just down to the fact that like the ones I'm looking at, they're like 300 odd quid and stuff, and I'm like, that's fine. There's a couple some slightly cheaper, but like I kind of want to go as high up the spectrum as possible so that it doesn't need updated, because basically the 970 is now at the tail end of now being obsolete, which I knew was always going to be the case. Knew it was always going to be the case. No, at some point, the Yeti snowball. Fuck no, it's just a blue Yeti. Blue Yeti X. You ain't scum. The terms a snowball. What do you think? Reburn no? Nah, we don't have the Yeti snowball. I never. I think I owned one. Aaron technically owned it actually. Aaron had one yonks ago. I like my Elgato wave. That's good. I mean, that's the thing as well. Like, that's creepy as shit. The head turn off of the animatronic with the creak. That's I did not like that. Sorry, that just totally took me out of the conversation for a second. I don't think there's very few times right where there's bad mics. The closest to a bad mic you'll get is like genuinely just like a headphone mic. 90% of the time, you get some great ones. Don't get me wrong. But the average one, if you take like an average spec for something, the mics on headphones aren't typically great. They're good for gaming, they're good for chatting, they're not good for audio quality. You can get upper end stuff that's great, don't get me wrong. But yeah, like just cheapish mics are not that
Here to claim what is left of you.
which is great though. Hey Kai, how we doing? So like things like this Blue Yeti, it's just done me wonders. Because I think I started off with the Blue Yeti snowball. Is what I started with. Oh, that was a bad mistake. Recoverable, see, that's why we're a juicy wee nibble. Infectious Fright is actually... Where did she go down? That's the good question. I know these are all like here. Wait, am I allowed? Are we able to do pickups now? Because that was intense. Everyone's here. That was so intense for like a solid 3.5 seconds. It's just the fact everyone was there. We know they're bolting into safe her though. There's no doubt in my mind they're like... We have to kick this to be honest, because... They are, I knew it, like...
Exquisite.
This one's a tough one for the team because, like, what's happened here is very aggressively they've...
Don't move.
This is a tough one. Why are you still here? They are so greedy for the flashlights. That's what's happened here. Too greedy, my dudes. Far too greedy. I just realised he became a bot as well. Jesus. When did
You
the
belong
Nick Cage become a bot? What
here.
the fuck? When did that happen?
Farewell.
I'm going to hunt him down, so they might be allowed to DC. I feel like that might be the fairest thing to do here. Holy shit! Did he do what I think he did? Oh my god, he did what I thought he did. I'll be honest with you, right? The idea here didn't work. There we go. So everyone should be able to now DC
No escape.
if they wish. That was the initial plan. That I felt bad there because that took way longer than planned. God almighty. Far too eager for the flashlight saves though. Like instead of playing that out. Now if I can find Bill, that'd be fucking great. I mean, Bill could genuinely be anywhere. I heard them. Oh yes. That was a bit.
Your time is up.
That's such a brutal mode. Brutal mode. Yeah, the team played too heavily for flashlight saves. To be fair, that was the kind of flaw there. GG team. GG. Oh. GG. Maybe they had challenges as well. You know, could have been a thing. Like if they've got challenges, I get it as well. It just was a bit too. Everyone was in that bubble. I don't really know what you do in that scenario. Let's launch back in. Just keep punching. I think this build seems alright though as well. So like you get it down, you get like the scream you get with heals. They'll scream all the time once they're hit. Oppression, which hasn't fully came into play yet, but I feel like it probably should. And then Nowhere to Hide should give us just additional info. But I think that's the bonus we've got. This is quite cool. That is a cool emote. But yeah, I think it's one of those ones when we were talking earlier on about mics and stuff like that. Like, get yourself a very basic mic. They're not expensive anymore in the grand scheme of things. You can get decent mics for audio quality, like for like way less than £100 nowadays. And then half the time, if you want one that's slightly more, you can payment plan so much stuff as well, so you're not paying crazy money. You're only paying like a little bit each month. Webcam quality though is a slightly different kettle of fish. Like these, what one's these again? These are the 1080 C920s or something like that, I think they were. These still hold true for webcam use. Like right now, perfect, great, I love it. But looking up your camera from your phone, for instance, a lot of the times now is just such a better quality as well. Like, because these cameras are just getting better and better. Like, having that switch around and being a webcam essentially, if you can connect it properly to a computer, which is totally easy to do, especially with like Droid Cam and stuff. Properly easy setups. There's so much easy setups. and it doesn't cost a lot. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you have got a phone on your a camera phone, basically you're covered. Audio though, the only other thing you could do potentially is get wee label mics. So I have no, I used to have some right in front of me, and I have actually moved them again. But wee lapel mics are great because they've got a wee USB connector back of your computer. You've got a mic for a good few hours. I need to like start really utilising them a little bit more. There's going to be one day streaming wise where I'm going to be at the main table that's next to me while we're painting or organising cards or something, and I am going to use that mic as well just instead. Right, obviously because this one can't move with us. That day will come. There's a close day where that's going to be a thing, especially on a card game stream at some point. Because I want to do a card game stream tomorrow. Because we've got Adam at some point is going to come on, and we're going to talk about the new Street Fighter cards that are coming out. Because I personally love them. I genuinely think they're the coolest things ever. Because it's Street Fighter though, like it's hard to beat Street Fighter at this point, but like Street Fighter definitely is pushed the limit. Now obviously we're starting to see more and more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the next set, which is also just as hype as Freddy is massively hyped as well. And like I'm looking forward to the Turtles though by so much. But then there's other stuff we've got to talk about at another point, like how obviously I was talking about how we bought the tickets to Spain, and there was actually like I should have set a timer for the game. Oh yeah, that actually could have been a good thing. Yeah, I never even thought of that actually. I don't think the last one took that long, to be fair. I don't think the last one took that long. The only flaw with that game, potentially, if you have a flaw, would have been the fact that it was over way too fast. But again, everyone's getting used to the new killer and stuff as well, so I can totally get where games go that way as well. I'll be the exact same. I want to get the jump scare though. I need the hatchet to hit somebody, and before they can delodge the hatchet, we can get the jump scare. Because I want to know in game, not cheating, custom modes. I want to see how you get the jump scare. Like, is it just a normal M1 hit that does it, or you have to do like a Freddy, like a Myers grab thing? I'm curious to how that works. Yeah, we were saying like on the card game front, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. Because there was definitely a lot of like discourse yesterday, for sure. I probably wasn't in the best health state to be dealing with some of it, and it was like, where basically like a couple more people are starting to really talk about the Spain stuff. And I just feel as if like I was rehashing old conversations, so I definitely didn't have the patience span for yesterday's conversation in general at all, because it just generally felt like I was rehashing a conversation I had a previous week ago, as such, which is what it is. Not the end of the world, but it was just one of those ones where I was like, we're basically having some people now talk about how like, oh, the event doesn't have an events page, which I was pretty sure was already discussed. Like, I was about 99% sure this was discussed, along with, I thought at the time there was also a couple of others that hadn't had event pages up. Like, the main ones we know that don't have event pages up for is the other two American ones as well. So I just was like, listen, I get that there's a handful that I was just under the impression that there's a bunch that don't have some. I think ones that have been confirmed for venues, which is like Sean set up the Glasgow one, that has an event page set up. The next one for Australia has one set up, but again, that's like, that happens the week after the Spain event. But it seems to have got a place locked in, and I was just like, stuff like that. So I'm just sitting going like, right, so I know this information. We went out our way to talk to the event organizer, and they've told us the venue, for instance, which is why we've booked up as well. So I've left a ticket with UVS Games, because I basically was trying to explain to people, like, instead of a mob mentality going to the TO, I think the correct way to do it really is you go to UVS Games, because that's who needs to know. So I've left a ticket with them. I'll imagine it doesn't get replied to for a while, because the tickets tend to not in general, but at least it's there. Basically, the ticket I've left just reads as followed. Is there any chance we can get more information on the Spain regional? Mainly if an event has been created on the UGN site. Currently, because it doesn't appear to have one. I know I was able to reach out to the TO for a venue location, and I've booked up to go with that information. But it does feel like we've heard nothing about this event, which I genuinely think is true. And to be quite honest with you, I definitely feel as if like I've hashed this out at least once a week. Like, it genuinely feels as if like I've said this conversation like once a week for probably the start of the year, if I'm being quite honest. And it was just that way where I was like, I think with a bit of illness kicking me, along with having to like rehash it with like all the scenarios, like I was just like, I don't get it. I didn't understand the idea of, can I get the TO's can I get the TO information so I can go shout to him? I couldn't. That one, I just couldn't understand the line of context to that, which isn't just let me go talk to people at UVS Games and say, hey, why is the Spain one not got an event for it yet? When we know a venue location, it feels very easy to go that route. Plus, also, I still think that UVS Games really need to fucking up the game when it comes to it, because I noticed today there was a post made for the OCE event. I think it is in Australia, but it could be New Zealand, but I think it's Australia. But that regional in Capybara, am I saying that right? I'm probably butchering that. Let's see if I can pull it up again so I can read it again. In Canberra, Australia. The dyslexia's coming out hard. Like, so we know that one has just been posted today, right? Which I think given the fact that that happens a week after the Spain event, I would very much hope that that line of questioning has definitely been answered and confirmed. Because I will guarantee, if it doesn't happen in Spain, I know I'll be mad, and I know I definitely will not curb my language if that was to happen, but I think Scott would probably end up on the ban list for players for whatever he ends up saying. I feel as if the anger would be there, and I feel as if I'd be very close behind them, if not slightly in front of them. 100%. I mean, I'm laughing now because it's just that way. It's like we've reached out, we're doing all the loop stuff to confirm what's happening and stuff, and it does just scream stupidity, if I'm being honest. What a hit though! No, I want the thing! I don't know how to die, you bastard! I wanted the thing. I wanted the... How do you do the fucking grab? Right, here we go. This'll be how we figure it out. Oh, it says grab axe. Oh, okay. I love that. Oh, that's some spicy tomatoes. That's fun. Oh, that's the fun stuff. Oh, I'm all for that. No! It was for my axe back. Come here, Harriet. No, I want my axe back. I want my fucking axe back. No! Give me my fucking axe! Here you, yeah, absolutely. Oh! Just wanted my axe grabbed. All I wanted. Then we came into the terror radius and we gave him a cheeky wee hiya pal, how y'all doing? Oh wow, so she's yeah. So if I go here, she's got boiled. So that person is AF of the K, had the 3 calls and we got the conflict. Interesting. I definitely need to get used to the idea of using these bows though. Oh my god, there's so many pop notifications happening there.
Lay there and suffer.
Do you know the thing as well is, right? What I think is really happening here might actually be more the fact that like I've created like a Scream scenario. Like almost unironically. That's fair. Oh, I've seen him running. Oh my god, the constant. The definite level of notifications happening here is a wee bit. I've maybe gave myself too much information potentially on that. Oh my god, it's just oh my goodness.
You belong here.
That's quite funny. What are you saying? What are you saying? You my dear. Hold on. Is it? Oh, that's a bad miss. Oh, she's got the speedy boy. Come on. Oh, you're too fast for your own good, my dear. Oh, I'm slow as shit. Worth a try. I feel so bad for that scenario there. I genuinely feel bad. I feel bad. I feel like I have to put her on the hook. Just. Oh, she's wiggling at least, right? You know, see if she didn't wiggle, I actually might have let her off, to be fair. Oh, she's dead. Oh, okay. Didn't realise she was dead. Didn't realise that. I do like the going through the doors though, just in general. Like, as I say, I think the only thing you've got to get used to is, I'm assuming, is this Shack? No, that wasn't Shack's. This is 5. So if I'm here, so that one must, so 1 must be Shack then. Okay. I will get used to that eventually, but like, just takes a minute for sure. Somebody was defos in on this one. So now we should be able to get the Big Daddy jump scare on her. Because it's going to tell us to grab axe. No, it said reclaim. No, I thought that was it. Give me my axe. Oh, that's so shit. You've got to be in a really like direct spot for that one, I think. Can I just say for the record, I didn't realise that was the last survivor. When did I kill the third one? What were they running? So we had head on, quick and quiet, I love that. Well dance for me with babysitter, lightweight, resilience and kindred. Windows, quick quiet, fixated, sprint burst, adrenaline, fixated, boil over and kindred. Nice. The Jane was a bit rough because I think they were quite late in. I don't know if they realised the game had started. Oh, you always got to choose you. You always got to say it, you know, because everyone's learning this killer as well. That's the main thing. Like, if everyone's learning the killer, I can appreciate when the game goes like belly up, or you just don't know the counters yet. I know I'm the same. Like, I know for sure I'm the same. I mean, even like just take when like the ghoul came out, for instance, like nobody knew how to counter the ghoul initially because it was just. I mean, the best way to put it right, big names were basically saying like the ghoul's the greatest thing that's going to get like the first hit, so you just have to accept you're going to lose the first hit, and then it's all about like managing the second hit. Kind of scenarios like that. Like, that's not really great gameplay advice. Like, hey, the way to counter this killer is just accept you're going to get hit. With this guy, he's awkwardly slow and then gets really fast once the hatchet's been thrown. But then he's also able to projectile hit you, and if you can get it to work, he has a grab animation when you've been hit with the projectile. So, like, he's super versatile. Like, he's got some good stuff going for him. And I think for some survivors, they're like, right, okay, if you get the hatchet on you, you can't. It's not as if you're just going to be taking a second hit. You're going to potentially be immediately on shoulder, you know? Which I don't know how that works for flashlights. If I do the grab animation, can you flashlight them out of the animation or after the animation's done? I wonder how that works. That'd be curious to find out. That'd be real curious to find out. And I think they played that relatively well. Like, I think, did they get... They must have got some gens done. They did get a couple of gens done, I believe. So, like, there was progress happening. I think I was just playing to a pretty aggressive level, maybe. What I want to test at some point and try out is really locking down travelling between the gates, because it spawns like what, 8 or 7 of them. I think it's about 7 it spawns, 7 or 8, and it's just having an idea of where they all are, because I don't get, like, when you walk into it, what, like, how does that work for where you're facing? Because the first time we went in, I looked to the left. I think it was like you can sort of see where it's at, but maybe not fully. I don't know. I need to, like, that one I need to figure out. But yeah, we're looking. We're waiting for information on Espanol happening. As I say, because we've got the dates, and we've got a location from the TO But then the conversation that was coming up yesterday was, does the TO know he has to make the event, or was, because I can, apparently this one's like an English speaker, because that was an issue with the last year Spanish regional, was that like I think there was a communication barrier basically, is what I've been sort of portrayed. But how much of that really applies, or like has a conversation happened where that person's realised, or is there a time frame to? Oh, I have no idea. Like, there's so much details to it. Well, like, we're lucky because we know Sean as such from Patriot Games, so he can give us all the information that he can give us. Obviously, I don't think they're locked to too many NDAs or anything like that, but he can definitely give us additional information of like how the meetings go and like what specifics they're looking for. Obviously, he's never going to tell us like cash details and stuff like that, but like the idea of setup to it makes sense. And I was just like, yeah, maybe it's been lost in translation, or maybe there was like, because this is the thing as well. This will be the TO's first time running a regional, right? So I thought maybe they said they would give him more assistance on the setup to it potentially, or they would maybe handle some of it. You never know. Like, so many things. Like, I think if Sean was, I don't think they need to hold like Sean's hand anymore. For the process, he just gets it done, and he's good at it because he's done a bunch of them now. But I'm also thinking, like, if it was a first time TO in a region that currently doesn't have the biggest push, in the sense of like it's not the most well known community, but I love it if it's fucking there. Like, give me any reason to take a trip over. Like, here's the thing, right? Give me any fucking reason on a fucking random weekend to just fly out to Spain. Say if they have their event for the local championships, right? And it's on, say, a Saturday and I'm off that weekend, I will fucking fly out to Spain for a local championship. Because all you have to do is go, like, cause I know I can get, like, way cheaper flights. Because if I'm going there just for the sake of playing a local championship, I'm not bringing 5 days worth of clothes or anything like that. I don't need a suitcase or anything. I could honestly get there for, like, 80 quid and get back for, like, just about the same. Like, it could be super, in fact, it could probably even be cheaper than that. Like, I would not be shocked. Aye, a wee Ryanair number, 100%. This is genuinely my thought process, right? This is genuinely my thought process when it comes to Spain. If Spain legitimately has a good, nice player base, and we've already been speaking to a Spanish player in the main Discord, like, I would have no fucking problems flying out there for a weekend. Like, because I'll tell you something, right? It would be fucking cheaper for me to fly out to Spain, right, for a weekend than it would be to try and get down to like Middlesbrough and stuff like that. Like, I'm not even joking. It's fucking mental how expensive it is to travel down south. Like, absolutely fucking ludicrous how much it is to travel down south. But I could literally get a fucking Ryanair flight to Spain and have a nice night in Spain and then fly back on the Sunday, or vice versa, whatever day they end up doing their events on, like, as long as I'm off. Like, that's so doable. That's so fucking doable. Where I'm just like, yes, I will 100% do that at least once more this year. I don't know if they had their store get approved for local championships though. I'll need to look that up. Because I think it's oh, that's what he's sitting on. It's not actually, it's about 90th. I think it's like Mundo's Magic something. Like, I'm going to say store. I'm going to say it's like Mundo's Magic Store or something like that is the name of the store for the Spanish players, and that's where they seem to have a big community base, and it's cool as shit. Like, the fact is they also sell cards, like, so I know it's there, I know it exists, I know it operates the game. If I can find out when they do local championships for points, I'd fly over there just for the absolute banter of flying out to Spain for a weekend. Like, could you imagine, like, every couple of months saying, hey, I'm flying to Spain for a weekend just to play some cards, like, and it's cheaper than it is to get down to, like, Middlesbrough and places like that. Like, that's the thing, like, unless you're on the very narrow route that is the mega bus down, everything's expensive. Everything's expensive. Oh, I was looking at going down to London for an overnight, trying to see a few musicals and stuff, and adding it all up, I was sitting at about $5.50 for the train, hotel and theatre tickets. Yeah, like, that genuinely does not shock me, Rebecca. Like, it's actually terrifying that doesn't shock me. I was actually looking at a couple of events, so, like, one of the weekends in July, or weeks in July, I was tempting fate to see if I could get it offered as an annual leave, because there's an event in Hartlepool on the 17th of July, and there's an event in Middlesbrough. This is why I brought up Middlesbrough. Right? There's an event at Middlesbrough on the 19th, and my genuine idea was to mega bus down far enough to then get a train over to Hartlepool. So like I would basically have to like bus it all the way down to, I think it was like Manchester, Sheffield areas and stuff like that, and then train across to Hartlepool. I think I actually had to train in Middlesbrough and then train up to Hartlepool, and the idea was do that on the Wednesday, play the Thursday at Hartlepool, stay in Hartlepool for the night, and then on Friday travel down to Middlesbrough, travel back essentially to Middlesbrough, travel back to Middlesbrough, stay there for an extra day because the way it worked, and then play theirs on the Saturday, and then travel back up on the Sunday. That was the idea. That was genuinely, this was a legit idea. Did I get it approved? I didn't, but I also was totally flying that out as a Hail Mary, for instance, but also considering how I've been done in by sick pay and stuff like that, I'll be honest, I probably couldn't actually afford it. I think there's somebody here. Damn it, I missed. Fucking speedy little fucker now. So like, yeah. Oh, could you imagine if that hit? But yeah, so like basically like along those lines of it could still potentially have been something I could have planned and done.
Now.
It was potentially on the cards for something I was going to do. I'm still like potentially looking at still doing it as well if I can get certain days off, if I can swap and stuff like that. But it's one of those. Does it work out necessarily? Probably money wise, it doesn't work out to be fair, which is why I'm not too fussed. Yeah, oh shit, that fucking drop off was not what I thought it was. Pretty sure I might catch her in time. I was going to say I catch. Oh, that's actually really cool. I think she did that specifically for me to catch her there, just so she could see I'm coming for you, Jeremy. What she go? Look what she went in my ass. Jump scare. See, I think the Matthew Lillard skin doing that will be amazing. I've seen it obviously a few times. I love the idea of it so much. What does this one do? That's what I like. Oh wow. There was a couple of things I was looking at for like card games and stuff, and I realised that actually, sadly, the Dominion one, unless I can get the days off, I won't be able to attend the local event. Kind of knew that that would happen. When it happens sometimes, it just sucks when it happens, to be honest. Oh, what a hatchet. Oh, she's fast as fuck. I just want to see how often I can get these jump scares on this stuff to be. Oh, she's got the boil of the ogres. Okay, I'll follow whatever way you're looking to do. She's just doing that to get grabbed. But you know what? I love it. It's actually, it'd be really cool to see the other jump scares options potentially. I am going to assume, because I always assumed that the bot figured that one out. No way. That did win. Genius. Genius player before. Let's say it, but it's too quick. But on the plus side, right, it is very, very useful so that you now don't have to worry. Like, the fact that you don't have to now worry about that nonsense is pretty cool. I mean, obviously you can apply that logic to, like, any of the above. You're so oh, the hatchet's up there still. Right. I was wondering why I could keep seeing that. I will chase you down to the ends of the earth. Oh, shabammy! I have no idea how that works yet. Do you know what that other one is? That one? I just feel like somebody's going to be right there. Oh god, there is one. Wabam! Oh jeez, that felt rough. That felt horrendous. But not for me. No. I think that whole sequence of events just happened just in general too fast. So.
Insolent whelp.
I love this though. Like, I genuinely. Oh my god, the cheeky jump scare myself.
You will see.
Oh, hopefully they find Patch. He definitely feels like my kind of killer though. Hiya, no, come on, hiya, hello, 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 come on, we'll go find Hatch, instead of just, oh, there is. But actually, it's the Hatch, what the bus? It can't be up here. It's, yeah, find the Hatch. Maybe it's over here. She found it? I just can't hear it. Yeah, come on, find Hatches. Must be over here now. Just. Oh, it's right here. Right, oh, let me go. Oh, yeah. Come on, oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, hello? No, excuse me, my dear. Hello? Hello? No, it's over that way. Look back, you stupid cow. Right, at least we know where it is. We can chase her towards it, it's fine. Hello? No. That way, you fuck. That way, yeah, no. Look, go that way, you stupid fucking bastard. Hurry up. I found it. It's over here. It's over here. In. Fucking move. Oh man, that was funny. Oh, GGT. I still like it's one of those games where it's like you just don't need the 4K anymore. Like, you know, like just play it out. Play it out. Let people get some blood points. You know, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. The way it's supposed to be. Considering I've been playing for 2 hours, like we're getting a reasonable level of games in. I'm letting you leave, Linda. I'm letting you leave. Oh. Plus, we're nearly at 500,000 blood points. That's not too bad. Like the weird thing now with blood points, though, right, is I think the idea will be get to 5 million again, right? Cap out, and then just start dumping them into survivors now. Because I think we're a while away from getting like another killer, like in general. Like, I think we're a while away. So I think maybe now's the time to just start like P3ing our survivors listings. Because some of them, there's so many as well. But the bonus now is knowing that like we can just dump points into them, get them to P3, go to the next. Which just, it feels like I actually want to spend my blood points now. So like now I'm like, okay, we're definitely playing games to get to the 5 million to just dump them. Like I think also like if we're doing it properly, we can find out exactly the amount of blood points you need to P3 somebody now, because you can actually tell you, it'll tell you exactly how many levels. You obviously need to spend 150 levels worth plus the 20,000. I think it calculates that in as well. But I never went to P4 actually. But I did it for P1 and 2. Oh, I'll need to look at that. I'll need to have a look at that, to be fair, because I'm kind of curious to how that works. Is that how long the timer is on that? That's interesting. But I am definitely liking this killer. He's just, I don't know what it is. Because I don't even massively love the Five Nights at Freddy games, like, because I find them fucking shit scary, so I don't like playing them. I did watch the movie, and I wasn't. I think me watching the movie, right, it was alright. It was just alright, but I think I had no nostalgia or no attachment to the game, so it was kind of like I'm watching it, and I was just like, all right, okay. Like I got through it and I watched it, but that was fine. I wasn't like I wanted a refund on my time, but like I did kind of feel like being like, here, I had the bus, like this felt kind of lacking, like because I just don't know the lore enough, and I think the game and the movies take quite different approaches as well from what I know or what I watched at. So I was kind of like, aye, okay. Like, I just never played the games though. Just never really my thing. Mainly because they are kind of horror game based, so it's like, yeah, of course I'm not spending money on that. I'll actually die. But, that being said, I like what they've done with this killer specifically. Because I think the cool thing with the killers, right, if you put it down to like, take out the cosmetics, every one of these could be an original killer. So it's just basing off of what their character does as such. Okay, that's fine. So it's like one of those scenarios where I'm just like, this is actually kind of cool for the sake of being like, what does he do? Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of like the way like how Chucky, for instance, and stuff like that, like, is very interesting. But like, you could just generally have that kind of like level on like a killer. But obviously they need IPs and stuff like that as well to like pseudo exist. And I think I will give them credit. It's like I did see. Do you know what I did see though? I did see controversy around the creator and basically who he votes for essentially. So I was like, okay, it's a political thing. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking step away from that shit. See, unless it's like the big end party. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm so devoid when it comes to like certain things happening. It just becomes too. I think some things become too political, and I think if you're basing stuff, especially in America, like it's a two-party state. I don't think there's a winner half the time. We're not any better. We're a 2.5 party. We're really a two-party state as well now, and it just feels as if like there's not a great winner in any scenario. So it's just like I don't like associating it with the things that let me detach from additional world crises. So I've seen some people complain because I watch Slate a lot, and he says he's not getting this killer because of that, and which is totally fair. Like everyone's got their own reasons for it. But then but Slate was also then saying stuff along the lines of like, but if I get it, I just would enjoy it, and I'm like, yeah, I totally like. I'm so on vibes with that. Like kind of like best way to put it, somewhat similar to like how I won't buy Skull Merchant, for instance. I know I'm not gonna like it. I know I'm not gonna like it. I would love to like it, but I know I'm not gonna like it. Simply down to the fact that I think it's a shame as well, because I think, see if they kill switched it and they just reinvented that killer, I think there's something you could do with it. Like I really think there's something you could do with Skull Merchant, because see when you actually have a look at the killer, right? One of the things we said at the start was Skull Merchant felt like it was supposed to be a Predator skin, or a Predator cosmetic. Not cosmetic, what do you call it? Like a base kit, sorry. Like, that's what it felt like. Then obviously I feel as if like they lost. I think, what was it? Was it like Predator Hunting Ground of Prey or whatever? I think they were going to base it on potentially. This is all speculation. They didn't get it. It fell through, and then they had to like do something. I think it then became a thing where they had to then do something with it because they had it kind of like in the works, so they just used it. Because I think the wee drones were supposed to be the wee drones that the Predator uses. Like, I think that was supposed to be the case. Like, because he's got his wee drones in the newer movies. And then, I mean, like, look at the glove. The glove, just, the claw from the glove just is Predator. You know? And it was like, okay. So, like, they didn't do a well enough job with that, where I'm like, I won't purchase that. So I'm also never going to, like, judge anyone for not purchasing something else. Because I still won't. Even though we could use the shards that we've got to purchase them, I still won't. Because the thing with the shards is I actually see those shards being worth more than my money, because that's my time. So if I'm not, it's one of those ones where it's like, I ain't giving them my money, and I'm definitely not giving them my in-game time to purchase something. Just not going to happen. Not going to happen. We are finding games at a reasonable rate, to be fair. I think this build's actually pretty good. I think Oppression, I think is giving us just enough, what's the word, like, value. Because I feel as if it's popping, I think everything's popping enough where I feel like I'm constantly finding people. So far, at least. Because, like, once we've hit them once, if they get away and they don't clear their hex, they scream when we're in the terror radius, and then that gives us immediate notification. If we kick a gen and they're still about, we get a notification. If they fail the skill checks that we give them from Oppression, they pop and give us a location. And then the last one's blooming infectious, so we get a location if people are near each other. Like, I think we've hit like a pretty useful build for them. Also, do you know something that I was actually thinking about that I want to know? I'd have to play a Survivor game first, but the survivors now all start really close together. Which I think is really cool. That was a stupid mistake. Can confirm that oh, she just chose a different fucking line of text. That's actually funny as fuck. Oh, what bad news. We'll go take out of this one. Because that chase took a minute. For sure.
You belong here.
Well, why not? It must be working on these ones then. Somebody's definitely working on this one. Get that at least. Get that at least. Don't know what the line of play there was, to be fair. But it is what it is. So I definitely need to kick that. significant
Your
progress.
struggle will end soon.
The thing I want to check is this one though. No progress on that one though. Wow. I'ma grab ya. I'ma grab ya. I'ma grab ya. Oh, shazing. So we know there's something there, but I feel as if she's ran right back to that. She has. I feel as if that was a fair choice. You know, the trade up for the first gen. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. For a first gen scenario, I don't know. That's a tough choice. Oh, that was a bad miss. Oh, that's supposed to I actually think there's one in this hallway. It's not. Well, it's not what I thought it was. It's over here. Which is fine. We're going that way. I like where the door is placed. That's funny. I'm definitely able to hit these hatchets though. I think like the years of practicing with the years of practicing with Huntress, I feel as if I'm picking that up pretty well straight off the bat. The only thing I've got to get used to a little bit better is just the drop. Just to drop a tiny bit. So I think this is the one. Oh my god. Oh, you'd be just like, oh, you'd be so annoyed. Ninja-like. Ninja-like.
Up you go.
You know what? I honestly thought she went. Scared the shit out of somebody here. See, now you hit this point where, like, there's like a lot of map presence to this guy. That was the one I should have checked, to be totally fair. Not even gonna waste time because they could actually be anywhere. I feel like this is the best one though. This seems to be the.
Insolent whelp.
I'm getting the impression they are just hiding. I think I missed. Oh, what? Sometimes it's about scaring them. Jesus. Wow. Yeah. Yui. I will murder you, Yui. I will murder you, Yui. Yui. What's that? That's a while that Yui live. Where is she? I know the worst part actually, well, potentially, so I might actually have to just. Where'd she go? I can hear her, I just can't directly see her. Right, actually, where the fuck did she go? I heard her for like a second. And then the totally... Right, actually, what the fuck? She's got adrenaline. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. I can hear you. Yeah, you stupid. Ben, get up. Let you get it. You silly goose. That's the nearest escape. No, I didn't want Mori. I wanted her to get out because she was actually running really well. Yeah, you're good. Hopefully she understands. Yeah, run. Get the door. Get on the door. Get the, no, get the door. Get the door. What you get on the fucking door? What is? What? Honest to God, there must be like such level of PTSD. I don't know what it is, but I do not get how. Like, cause like I walked past like 3 or 4 hooks there. The scenario there shouldn't be. Oh, he wants to murder me as close as physically possible. Run. Run. Skip it. Nice. Well done. Had a good chase with him. Did you take? Blood. Because the games actually have been alright. I think what's going to be interesting will be how well do I adapt to better, like not better players, but players that are more used to the killer, you know? I'm kind of curious to how that one goes. But we also probably should start Morian a few times. That is true. Oh, not that one, sorry. Oh, there's 2 pages, so that makes more sense. What one's that again? Oh, that's the Borgio one. Nice. We have 20 Moris. I will say though, right? Does the screen look crazy as fuck bright though? Very curious to know if that's the case for people. Because on my screen it looks really, really nice and bright. But it doesn't look crazy on the stream end. On the other screen it doesn't look crazy. And I always found that kind of one of those weird scenarios from before, because I would still have it like I could be watching the screen here, but it was bright as shit here, but it doesn't feel crazy bright. It looks brighter, to be fair, but that's just in general. So I think the plan is play till about 8. I think it's going to be the plan. I have a couple of things I still want to try and get edited tonight, slash recorded. So far, yeah, I think there's like about 5 or 6 different videos I'm doing now, getting them slowly done. But on top of that, like, yeah, tomorrow we'll do a card game thing. I will find out what time Adam is free, because I might be able to just bring him on to do the talk about the Street Fighter cards, especially because more of them got revealed, which was kind of cool. We got a newsletter and there's more cards come out. We're starting to see just a trickle every day, a little bit more, and I'm just all for it. I just love it. I love it so much. The 2 Street Fighter decks, I am 100% making sure that I get bought. Because they look fun so far from what we're seeing cards wise, character wise. So like so Scott played a game against me the other week where using Jamie, and he looked really fun. I misread him though, so I need to go back to the drawing board. I thought his thing was if the speed's 5 or greater, you get the bonus, which is not. It's if the speed is 5. So I need to go back to the drawing board because I had a different road, and I had a different map in mind for my idea. So I need to rework that a bit. My message keeps failing to send for some reason. I'll be honest, I was kind of wondering if something was happening on Twitch's end, to be quite honest, because I noticed that it keeps like losing a lot of viewers in the one go. It's happened twice now. It might be something on Twitch's end. See if I can type via there. That came through straight away, but yeah, maybe something on Twitch's end, to be fair, because it feels as if like it feels as if like the numbers keep fluctuating quite aggressively today. Like, because normally we're floating around about like 5 to 6 people, like, and it on my OBS end, it's telling me we have 1, but then I'm on here and it says 3, and then I go to YouTube and it says 1, so like that number should be 4. So I don't know if something's happening. I mean, these are all tiny analytics, let's be honest. This isn't anything major. We also lost one of our bots. We're back down to 474. So we're 26 away from the big goal. 26 away. Which is still awesome though. Like, I'm so fucking hyped. Like, about all of that. There's a lot of stuff I want to change in general. Because I was looking at a few other things to tweak. Mostly what's the best way to put it? There was like a couple of things I wanted to tweak on the dashboardy bit on Twitch as well. Just to kinda like update it a bit. But hey ho. Yeah, as I say, yeah, I'll need to find out from Adam's end if he's what time he's free at tomorrow. Along with because if he's not free, worst case scenario, I'll just do a small podcast to kind of talk about it myself anyway. Because I do want to go over the cards anyway, because they look bloody awesome. He did say he was free, so I don't know if it's late, then that's fine as well. Because I'm working Friday, Saturday this week. I'm off Sunday, but Sunday I will be going to Air to play some cards. I just need to work out what day is that going to be? This Sunday is the 22nd. I've still got a whole week to go. Yeah, basically for Sunday I need to like just double check I've got like enough cash to get me through the month. I need to check what bills that come out actually before the 30th. It's not like horrendous, but obviously like when it came to the Spain trip, like one of I had to make sure the flights get booked, because once it hits the end of this month, I know that price will go up a little bit more, and then it only keeps going up as it gets closer to the date, and I just couldn't justify the flights being crazy money. I think really as well, like as I say, it was like 270 for the flights, and that's Glasgow straight to Alicante as well. So like each flight was like 135, which I don't think is actually that crazy, to be honest, considering actually adding the suitcase is really what made it expensive. Adding the suitcase made it expensive. We're flying EasyJet both ways, just because when I was initially booking it and looking it up, I've seen that there was a slightly cheaper one. I mean, it's 268 is what we paid, so I'm just saying 270. And the difference between that and the Ryanair ones, for one of the flights, I think it was going out, it said 230, but then when I went to then book it, it took me to the Ryanair bit, right, and it was letting me do it all in one like load up. So basically it was Ryanair operated through EasyJet, all that nonsense, and it was basically like the baggage is included, but then it was half telling me it wasn't included. So I was like, have I actually got the luggage on this price at 230, or is it going to add money to it? Couldn't really figure it out, to be fair. I think it was being more confusing than it needed to be, and ironically EasyJet was easier to use. Well, the only time that's ever going to get said, but they were much easier to use, and plus the average flight ticket price was about like 270 wasn't the most expensive as such, so I was quite fine with that. And as I say, if I could have got away with one big bag in the cabin and one under the seat, it would have came down quite considerably. Like I think it would have been closer to just about 200. But the way I was looking at it was when we went to Colchester, I didn't take a suitcase because we flew down like the Friday, so we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which is only 4 nights. So it's only really one of a difference. But considering 2 of them are actual travel days, I didn't need as much Plus, the only thing was when I went down as well. Oh, this would be scary to play against him. When I went down, I wasn't going down with any mindset of doing well, so I knew I didn't need the space in my bag to take stuff home. Which is kind of funny now that I say it that way. Oh, yeah. Shit, I said, why am I getting jump scared? I'm the baddie. Hey, Thomas. As you can see, we're playing 5 minutes. Oh! Yes. Yeah, you get to live. You get to live. I fucking love that plot twist. That plot twist. That person, I don't care, gets to live. Full stop. Like, genius. Fucking, oh shit. Genius level plot twist. Oh my god, I can see in the basement. Being able to turn the gamma up was the best decision ever for DbD of all time. Can confirm. Now that said, right, when it comes to the whole plot twisty nonsense, if it's constant, I will have to eventually put her down for the greater good. But for now, she gets to live. She gets that one. She gets that like that pass. There was no plot twist on that scenario, so she does get a bit. She's going right in for the save, isn't she? Fuck, she is.
Do you feel that?
Now I'll be honest and say that I'm getting a little bit more confused. This. Nope. I don't want to chase her, that's the thing. Like, not a 1-gen scenario anyway. Like a 4-gen, we've done 1-gen obviously. No, I'm not trying to find you, you silly goose. up there. Where is she? I'm just gonna go chase her. I have no idea what she's called to, honestly. That's fucking hilarious. That's really fucking 10 out of 10 that that's happened. Oh, could you imagine? Interesting. Somebody's right there. Yeah, I think that's right. How does that miss? That's what I wanted. Look, I'm just trying to figure out the drop-off rate for that though. Like, yeah, it's interesting. Like, I'm hoping at some point somebody else fixes it fucking joke. Oh, that's beautiful. Like, she knows that drop-off so well. Oh, she does. That's so great. That's actually so fucking good. Look at that drop-off. That's amazing. That's actually right. I want to know how well I can get this to go. Right. Okay. That's amazing. That's I mean, obviously, like, for all that time I wasted, the fact that they got agenda done kind of speaks volumes to what kind of game we're having here. I just wanted to know what angles I could hit with that, to be honest. Oh, you had ample time. They let me play around to figure out the drop rate and stuff like that. No problems at all. Oh wow, that was... Like, I would want to say like there would been at least a couple more gens. Close to getting done. He probably could have done more with the time.
Insolent whelp.
But that's the thing, well, the DC makes perfect sense in that scenario as well, because you don't want to have to wait. Ducks behind us, but I can't tell. Oh, I can hear it. It's just like... Lovely. Alert, poised, technician, kindred, hyper-focused, overzealous, stakeout, built to last. Alert, deja vu, Windows, Lithe, nice, Lithe, plot twist. I love the plot twist, to be fair. Deliverance and Windows. Yeah, solid team, like, they had all the stuff there. I just think, like, we obviously set a point where, like, we were just, like, judging the drop rate. I need to figure that out. There's definitely some angles I'll need to get used to, like, where you're looking on the screen. For sure. But I feel as if like the other two could have got some of the gens done. The fact only one gen get done in that time's a wee bit mental. One sec, just going to shut that door. Yeah, there was definitely like a build up of time there that they could have had more done. But I don't know. I think probably a team. I think it was a team to some extent. Probably assumed I was going to be like way worse than I was, which I was. But we shall see. Next game shouldn't take too long, I hope, because I think we can probably say like one more game for sure, and then it's just a kind of like let's figure out if there's enough time for a third/fourth-ish game, something like that. We'll figure it out because it's currently 7:20. I don't know necessarily any longer than the worst part as well is, right, because I went live earlier, we're actually going to hit the 3-hour mark a lot sooner, which means I would have to... It annoys me a wee bit, right, that I can't... I'd need to, like, take the file, cut it, render it, chuck it back in for the AI clips thing to really fully work. Having it be 3 hours, I feel as if that's a bit shit. Is the only thing. I think the only thing I start looking at is this is why I like the emphasis is on like cool things happening getting clipped. Because like if I can cool thing happen, clip the thing happening, I can just chuck that into the editor to make clips. Like, because I think the AI system in place, it finds some clips, but I feel like the last couple I've put through, I've had some funny moments in it, and it's not found the funny moments, but it's found something else. And I'm like, I wonder what specifically it's looking for. I still can't figure out what it's looking for. I think the only thing I like about it is just that I can put it in, and it gives me a really good editor as such. The only thing is, I would probably say if I find a similar, if not better, editor at some point that's maybe cheaper potentially, I'd probably switch. Just because I'm not paying the crazy rates to have the restream stuff. Like, it's all I need it for is just paying it so I can do it. The other bit for the AI clip thing slash editor is like silly money. To be fair, it just scales up. I get it though, because there'll be a lot of people who just need to pump and dump clips. Obviously, I don't need to. I just want the idea of having some more clips be available, which is why I like the idea of it. But I'm also quite happy with the idea of being like, hey, let me just find stuff that happens and then I'll put it through it. Like I think putting out I think like if we get any like decent hatchets, it's stuff like that. Like maybe a couple of wee clips of them could be quite fun, wee daily clips and stuff. Especially if I'm constantly chucking hatchets to get some good throats. Like they don't need to see the 17,000 misses; they just need to see the one that hit. Wow, I hope. I think that should be the way. That should be the way anyway. And go from there. But oh, we get some Star Wars Legion news coming out because they're getting new cards. Nice. But yeah, 8 o'clock's kind of where I want to tap it. So I think by the time it does find a game and then we sort of play it through, might be close. The only flaw is, like, if I wanted to use the generator, like it needs to be under 3 hours. It's a bit naff. It's a bit naff that it does that. I think if you pay the extra like 10 on top, so instead of paying 14, if I'm paying like close to 25, I think you get up to 10 hours worth of content is what it'll clip for. The only problem there is I don't really want to be paying 25 a month for something to generate clips, you know, like because I don't recoup any of that money. It's just something that would be good to get out there. So I probably have to like just bite the bullet and still make the clips, I think. Which I don't mind, it's just a matter of like finding time to do everything. So it's like between the days of work and then trying to do the YouTube with the daubers, then doing this, like that's why I'm kind of like splitting it a little bit where we're doing some card game content as well, because I can kind of use it for both. So like yeah, tomorrow hopefully Adam's free at a reasonable time. We can talk about the new cards, and then obviously we could potentially, while we're waiting for Adam, talk about Turtles as well, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set comes out end of July, August. Comes out. Because the thing with that set that it comes out is that we've got to remember that's going to be playable for our region. Pretty sure. So like we're sort of seeing enough of the challenger decks where I'm like, right, cool, I know what the challenger decks want to roughly be doing. I think we've almost seen them all at this point. They look really fun. They look really strong as well. Definitely something to them. Don't know if there's a specific character I'd play. I think Ryu looks a lot of fun. I think Jamie does look quite fun. Chun-Li looks interesting as well. And then there's the other one whose name has escaped me. What's the other one called? Luke is the other one, isn't it? Aye, and Luke. Luke's the one I probably want. That was the one Scott was playing the other day, who looks really, really fun. Ryu looks really fun. I kind of want to like figure him out for sure. Chun-Li does look like she could be really good, and Jamie I think could potentially be broken as characters go. So like, interesting times. But now we're starting to see Turtles, and I'm like, oh god, because like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like such an absolute childhood program. So it's like the idea that it's like playable in the game is going to be really cool. Right, let's see. So yeah, we haven't played this game maybe one more time dependent. Obviously I started about 20 minutes earlier. I just needed to test clips and shit. I just wanted to know if it worked. So I started a wee bit earlier. So that's not the end of the world. So I was making my dinner a bit. No worries. No worries at all.
The fear is palpable.
Oh, somebody started off with no either. Like I heard beasts. Below. This way as well. Oh, they're all here. Jesus. The jump scare thing is a lot of fun, for sure.
Go on. Scream.
I honestly think this is going to be a really good location. They ran away at least, but like fair fucking play, like. Oh. They didn't run that far away. God damn it, David. Why would you teabag?
You will submit.
Why would you teabag? Love to see that from so yeah, that's the thing as well. Like I would like to play Killer at some point. Just to be able to see that as well. How did that miss? How did that miss? The fact that Leon's got the same stick is a little bit crazy. Are they getting him at all? Jesus, do they need a minute? Like, holy shit, what the Francis is going on here? What? Honestly, I'm kind of glad I lost them. Like, he's going to get very, very lucky here, because if there's not a basement in this bit... Oh, there is. I was going to say, if there's not a basement, I'm going to struggle to get out of here. But saying that, he might still just be able to struggle, because it only takes me to look to look. I could have went back the way. Fixing that one is a choice. Leon took a very aggressive, this is my life kind of choice there. I think he might just get out though. Time I get in, he might just get out. He didn't have enough time to get out? Oh no way. What is the time frame on that? Like if you go into that world,
It will end soon.
like I genuinely was about to say like feel like he would have got out of there. I can hear him though. Upstairs, yeah. They probably ran away now, to be fair, but it was just... Again, I think I catch her. Yeah! But then that feels fast as... You know what I mean? Like, that just feels so fast. Oh, you killed me. I was like, oh, sorry. My bad. It feels like do you know the worst part though that I hope they do change? It feels like a bit of a campy killer. I'm definitely going to avoid doing that. We'll chase after a man in hat. Oh, he was trained. I'ma get ya. I'ma get ya. Definitely taking a smidgen of a minute to like really reel in. I think the main thing though, honestly, right, the biggest thing that I'm kind of seeing a little bit is that like like teleportation time seems mental fast. Maybe it could be like slowed down a wee bit. Maybe it's, but then again, maybe it's just comes down to like players getting like used to it. Because like this right now feels quite fast for teleporting just between literally every gen. You know, I can jump in, jump up to 3 or 5. That does feel fast. The bit that worries me is the fact there's like they're both hiding. By the way, are you out of curiosity? Are you still watching? And could you point me in the right direction? So this game doesn't take 20 years off my life. David is the boat thing, the house. Okay, thank you. Like, I'm quite happy for like them to like get on gens because like I know these games are going belly up so aggressively for a lot of people. Oh, I'm very happy for everyone to escape. Like, genuinely, I am happy for people to escape. Because, like, it's one of those ones where I don't play these games sweaty anymore, to be honest. Never have. But I get where, like, learning a new cover, you know. Did the gate walk on the edge of map? What the gate? Nah. Don't even know where the gate is. Oh, goodness. Like, I would hope somebody just goes on a gen, you know. So if I find them, I'm just going to point them towards the gens. If I find anyone, I'm just going to point them towards the gens. Hello! Hello! Come on, let's go! Get gen. Let's go. Chop chop. Here we go! Good job. It's a shame as well. It's like, hopefully the other person's like, hey, I can come out. Just tell them all, hey, yeah, hello. Hello. No. Hey, yeah. Hey, on Jen. On Jen. On Jen. On Jen. Scared because he's new, that's totally fair. Don't worry about it. I still want them feeling as if like the game gets held hostage, you know. Well, like both ends, you know. Like, so if they fix the gens in about 90 seconds, then we can like send them to 2 more gens, and then we murder. Nah, nah, we like them out, because I get it when, especially new killers and stuff. Like, I'm not like, I don't want to do that tonight. I'm only playing because my friends wanted to. Fair. And this is the thing as well. This can be like a tough time to play, to play the now, because you're playing off against new kills. I've got like 600 hours and I haven't played in like half a year. Fair. I've went through those phases. We only just recently hit playing the game for 1,000 hours. That was like a super recent thing. We just hit over 1,000. Then we murdered them all. And like, I know when I play Survivor, and it's especially New Killer Week, like, you have to like get all of the, oh, for God's sake, I've got to figure out how to play against them, nothing's the same, everything seems broken, because it does a wee bit, to be fair. Like, I feel like this game's been quite comfortable. Like most games have been quite comfortable we've played today. Yeah, we both took a good few months break from DbD because it was getting too sweaty competitive. Yeah, that was like, this year was like the first year coming back to it for a long while. Hopefully they'll be able to. Hello David. Let's jump. Let's go. That one must be close. I can see the last piston getting close now. But I think where there? Oh, there's one right here as well. Jesus. Right, okay, that works it well. I was going to say, like, where's that another gem once they pop that one? Right, I'm going to go over them so they know once they're... Hello! Get this way. This way. Hello, come on. I was like, that a perp one? No, that's alright. Where? Ah, there's a door right here. I was about to say, like, where's the nearest door? So it's like, I actually worked out quite well for them as well, because once that one pops, if David helps that one, they'll pop within like quite a fast amount of time. So that one must be just on his 3rd meter. Nice. Yeah, I'd rather much have the games being chill, for sure. The games are like the games can just get way too sweaty. There's no fun in that. Plus, if I'm being honest, like the way I play typically, I play for a 2K, then I'm happy anyway. So like, it's all fair in the game for me. Who are we playing as again? Oh, Freddy Fazbear, aren't we? Oh goodness. That one must be about to pop. Yeah, that one's like super close now. No, either though on the day was the last one right this way. This way. Come on. See, he gets that to pop dead fast and then I'll just get the date for them so it's a bit faster as well. Let's go! Let's go! I'm not actually going to kill you, he's good. I just want to chuck a hatchet. Let's go team! Oh, it's good. The blade. What were you running though? That's the question. So dead hard, no either. Boon circle, nice, and then Windows fair. Yep. Technician, love it. Life, finesse, alert. That's a solid build from the Lara. Unbreakable, a deliverance, detective's hunch. What's that again? Oh, that's that. And then self-care. Yeah, listen. All fair play though, man. The builds are awesome. Windows, botany, and bite the bullet. Nice. I love it. I love it. Yeah, these were very fun. These were very, very fun. Which is what I like. I would prefer that all the time. Captain chat can read that letter. Yeah, let's try for one last one. This one. It's 1:45, so by the time we get in and get out, it'll just be after 8. I'm going to hope. We'll take that hope. Yeah, but hopefully, I hope people have games that are fun like that. You know, people don't take it too seriously because it's a game. Definitely don't need to be that competitive. I think we've definitely hit a good few 4Ks today anyway, though, to be quite fair. Like, but I genuinely feel as if it's like... it definitely feels like it's the learning process. Like, I don't think this time next week we'll be getting those kind of games. I just don't see it happening at all. Because I think with Hatchet, if you can get used to zigzagging, right, the Hatchet, if it doesn't hit you, doesn't take off as a health state, right, and then it makes them faster, but then it's only faster in the sense of them getting that first hit again. And I feel as if there's a good few times where you kind of want the Hatchet on you for that lethal chuck, but then if you take the Hatchet back, you then become slow again. Slow, or he's not crazy slow, but he's slower. Where, like, I think, yeah, there's definitely like a pattern to it that I'm like, yeah, I think you can keep ahead of him quite well. If he gets the grab on you, though, that's the thing. If he gets the Hatchet on you, there's a chance that he could catch up to you and get the grab, and then you're immediately shouldered and probably hooked. Which I think that's one to work out. Build-wise, have we even utilised... Yeah, we're still utilising the increased area of effect radius is 250% over 3 seconds, and the duration's 50%. And then if this one here, when you embed an axe, survivors within 24 meters of the survivor with embedded axe gain the oblivious status, and if injured, the broken status, which I think has actually been quite useful, to be honest. I wonder if we could maybe tweak it out for something else. See, like ones like that, players within the range of the axe's area of effect gain a 7% haste for 3 seconds. The only thing I want to know, right, is does that apply if it's in their back? Or is it just the area effect that you see that big bubble? Then increase the accuracy. See, why would you want that? That's what I want to know. Well, survivors, any rust performs, reveals their aura. That could be quite a fun one, actually. Do you know what? I'm going to try that one. So if we hit them with, if we embed the axe and they do something, and they do a rushed interaction, we could see their aura. Like, I think in chases that could be useful. Especially in some of the indoor maps as well, where like, you can take a left and then it's like, oh, it's actually on the right. What else? So we had that one. We've got that one on. When an axe hits a survivor, they gain hemorrhaged and mangled. That, oh no, let's try that one. That could be a spicy hot dog. Hit them with it. That's kind of like, what was the other? We had a... Was it Huntress? Who was it I played that had something like that? You hit them and they have the hemorrhage and mangled status. We've used that before. Just can't remind. Can't actually remember who it was. But yeah, that's something we've seen before. That moment where you like pseudo partially regret saying, ah, bug it, we will continue. I think this build actually is really fun for him though. I'm quite happy with the build. But we'll see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take a crazy length of time. I hope. Oh goodness. So I still want to try and edit a few extra wee things at the end of this. Oh my god. Come on game, find us one last one for the road. Just one more game, one more. It's going to take ages now, isn't it? I've jinxed it because I've said like, we're going to just have one more. That's what I've done. I've jinxed it. Now it's going to be like the longest loading time ever. Oh my goodness. The actual temptation to be like, let's just not. I'm like so tempted to, but I'm like, I feel committed now because I've started the button. I definitely have jinxed it now. Now just one more game. Come on, DbD. Yes, there we go. There we go. Just a wee bit of streamer privilege. Shout at the game a little bit. It's good, but oh Jesus! Oh. Here we go. I kinda want a Mori this game though, if possible. Kinda, just a smidgen of a Mori. It's so creepy how that noise is just uneerily creepy. I love it to bits, but like it's so eerie. But yeah, after this, as I say, we will be wrapping up for the night after a cheeky wee 3-hour stream. As I say, tomorrow, it might not be 5 o'clock a start, potentially it might be a little bit later. I'll figure out more times with Adam specifically first, just to see if there's a real time we could start. So it might be a little later one, but we'll see what's happening. I'll message him after this. Because I think he's been quite good at keeping away from reading them so far. I, on the other hand, not so much. But I do kind of want to read through them a little bit and make a wee video for them. Especially because there's like 2 more that got revealed, which is really cool. from the newsletter, and one of them looks really, really cool. They both look really cool, to be fair, but one of them looks like it's such a game changer for like the character for Jamie. I want to say, yeah, Jamie, the one in the yellow. Right, let's see how this goes. I want Amori. I kind of want Amori now. I want to end the night on Amori. But we'll see. This is where we get absolutely dumpstered into. Oh, and Haddonfield as well. So yeah, like now survivors start closer to each other. Oh, they didn't go the way I thought they would do. I'm gonna be honest, didn't go the way I thought they were going, but also I didn't go the way I was planning on going. Somebody's up there because we seen the little bitch just fright pop. Coming up to tickle your tonsils with a hatchet. Shit, wait. Is that you I heard? Sorry. That's fucking distracting. Somebody was definitely up here. Oh, they might have used that. Sorry. Got distracted. There's somebody. Could have worked. It could have worked. I know it didn't, but it could have worked. You should be really good for that. That was worth a shot, wasn't it? Like, arguably that was worth a shot. Just use this to catch up. That would have been a hell of a shot, you are right. I would have mid-giggled if that happened.
Insolent whelp.
I need to fix my thingy-my-bobber. My mouse is kind of like falling behind a little bit. You would just shit yourself. Oh, that would have been great. If that worked. That would have been fucking spectacular. You chose risky.
Exquisite.
Oh, boil over, nice. Not seen that for a cheeky few days. Oh shit, I picked the wrong one. Only me. Only fucking me. feel as if that's a choice. Yeah, that felt like a choice. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if that was the right choice, but it felt like a choice was made there. Play. I don't know if I hooked you, my dear. Maybe an aggressive as fuck trade there. They're all there? Oh my goodness. Why would you all be there? Why would you all be there? Oh my dearest. Oh my dear, use it. I mean, like, why would this not be the play? Why would that not be the play? Somebody tell me that was wrong. Somebody tell me I'm a bad bastard. Like, there's no way I shouldn't have done that. I think the fact they were all there made that incredibly tough. There is a hook there at least, straight up here. What? Oh, there she is. Oh, she's get boiled over though. There is a smidgen of a chance I get her to this hook. No. That would be Oh, the two had boil over. Oh no, wait, that's the same. Oh, you know, the recon shot. She had boil over. This is what I picked up. I mean, they recovered that pretty fucking fantastically, like, because. I think when they all ran together, that gave me such presence. Where I'm like, do you know what I mean? Like, pretty sure they ran this way. I need one of you to be sacrificed. I want to mori somebody though. Fuck it, I'm too nice. Come on, what Matt does? Yeah, come on, heal her. Heal her. No, heal her. Jesus, fucking what? Too fucking nice. I'm too nice. I wanted a mori. How funny would it be though if I just fucking immediately whack her? No, I'm not actually going to do that, but come on, like, on that gen, hurry up. On that gen. No, on the fucking gen that's over there. I will put a hatch in your fucking neck. Yeah, no, you get on that. No, you get on that. Get on it. Get on the fucking gen. No, get on the gen. Get on the gen. There's 3 of these fuckers. Get on the fucking gen. Get on gen. I'm not fucking kicking it. Get on the gen. You have one moment of my good patience. Don't you? No, get back on it. Get on it. Get on. Right, come on, let's go. Next one. Oh, you doing? Go on, get in the gym. No. Come here. Come here. What's the Jen doing? Come on, Jen. Go on the Jen. Go on the Jen and I'll murder you. Where did the other one run to though? Like, hopefully they just went on that Jen, but they didn't. Which means I don't know where the Fang went to. But unless she's went on a Jen, I feel as if somebody's getting fucking loaded. She on that one? You're on that one. Yeah, keep get on the fucking Jen. Just get on, stay on it. Haven't you watched you? Yeah, fucking get on the Jen. No, on Jen. On Jen. There's two of these fuckers to fix. Jesus. You're getting absolutely obliterated. Right. I want to kick it once. I'm going to pick you up. When you wiggle off, get on the fucking Jen. If it wasn't for that absolute ball play, though, the fucking ball over. Right, get on the Jen. Get on the Jen. I am going to murder you. No, I'm not even. Get on the Jen. Get on the Jen. You get this one. I've got your flashlight, right? Okay, she's done her flashlight. If she's not on that Jen, you are so lucky. You are. Oh, so lucky. Get on that Jen. I'm not fucking around. You get on the fucking. No, fuck off. You're taking far too many liberties right now. Off you pop. You had the choice to be on the Jen. Take your choice. The choice was made. You on the fucking Jen. On that Jen, you get loaded. I mean, at this point, the fucking hatch will spawn like right there. Watch this. Bam. It didn't, but fair enough. No, I'm not joking. If she gets off that, she's getting worried. Right? That is the official line for chat. If she gets off that Jen, fair enough if she misses a skill check, right? But like, if she gets off that Jen through her own free will, she's getting a hatchet in the back and getting worried. I'm just saying. Bang had their chance and decided to slow everything down. They had their chance. This person is doing the Lord's work, and they're being good. They're being thoughtful. Door's right there. Door's right there. I don't think I can open that, can I? Oh, I can. Shit. Off you go. GG. See, every time. See, when the survivor knows what you're wanting to do, because you're being aggressively nice. Hashtag aggressive. The Fang took one too many left turns. GG. Oh. Right, they were funny. Oh, see the fucking power struggle? Jesus. Oh my god, life and boil over flip flop. That's a fucking bit I love. Not, do you know what though? I'm going to be honest with the Fang. Not seen that build in genuinely some time. What was Lara running? Off the record, poise, Windows and Bond. Nice. And then we'll make it Windows, Deja Vu. Off the record, nice. Finesse, off the record, Bond. Fuck me, man. I think we got lucky that we got like really good off the bat with them, because holy shit, all the off the records could have. Bloody hell. We got lucky. We'll take it. Right, we're going to wrap up there though for tonight, everybody. 3.5 hours. 600,000 feels a smidgen low on the pointage, but I guess there's no blood hunting. I guess that like the games took a little bit longer to get into. I am hoping that like by this time next week they're kind of more recoverable. Like, they're not as long. I think hopefully that would be the scenario. Hopefully they're not as long loading into it as such. Because I don't know exactly how many games we played. I think we played a good few, but yeah, 600, what, basically 50,000. We had 6,000, bear in mind, to start with. Doesn't feel like a crazy amount, but I also think we're in a really good. Oh, somebody's moving. I think we're also in a really good spot because now we really don't need the blood points. Now it's just for like slice of life, adding it to survivors and stuff. Or occasionally we could bomb some points into some killers just to give them add-ons again for some of the ones that are missing it. That actually might be the better shout, to be fair. I might actually do that instead. Like, because I want to say, like, Christ, like, Huntress, I remember we P5'd her and we gave her stuff again, didn't we? Yeah. But, like, I want to say ones like Freddy and stuff, I don't think had crazy amounts left. Yeah, because we started running low on the. So yeah, I might potentially change it up a bit instead of like in survivors. Maybe we look at putting the points into the thingy-mabobbers. Oh, geez, what I look at this though before I go anywhere. The DbD stats. I forgot about this. See, before we go, let's quickly show it off because it was actually really bloody cool seeing it. DbD stats. I forgot about that. I actually genuinely forgot about it. Sign in. Ah, here we go. Right. Because I'll be honest with you, right? This actually shocked us. So this goes as far back as 2020 or 2021. I think is what people are saying. Which is kind of cool. We just switch it all over. So this is the statistics for the. Now bear in mind, there's like technically a year for us missing almost because we stopped playing for a good while. So like it'd be interesting. Like I don't know how long like it kind of like tallies it up. I know, to be fair, right, it has just tallied up the specific game there. Oh, that's pretty on point, to be honest. Oh well, yeah, I had the bus. I just figured out something. So we've played today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games today. Okay, so yeah, nine does feel a bit low on the count for 3 hours. But again, the loading time probably in between it is what's doing the damage. Like, that's fine. But then again, when you look at it, actually, that's really, really cool that it updates that fast. Now, I wonder if that now puts him on the board a little bit, right? So we can look at it, for instance, right now, and we can see that Huntress is still currently my most played killer, which I get definitely makes sense at 43 hours over the course of X amount of time, and I think it only counts in game time as well, which is nice. So like 221 matches played. It's actually pretty cool. Look at the amount of blood points we've earned with her. Not bad. We have a kill rate of 55.66 with her though. That's actually pretty cool. But then we can then go to things like if we view all, we can then go to each of them. Now I don't think I can individually click on all of their stats. I don't know. Oh, we can. Oh, that's even cooler. So what's his win rate? He must not have it. We must not have a good win rate with him. Where is it? Kill rate, sorry, 55.49. Wait, what was her kill rate? Sorry, 55.66. It's not far off. But he's only been played 29 hours, right? But then look who has came fucking screaming in and third. The Dark Lord being that with a 57.87. So he's actually, in the time we've played the Dark Lord, we actually have a better kill rate with the Dark Lord, which actually probably does make sense, to be fair. But like, yeah, I was looking at that being like, okay, this is bloody cool as shit. And you can do this, everyone can do this if you've got, as long as you log in, you connect it to your Steam basically. I think it only does it for Steam, I don't know if it does it. It's Wolf Not Dog, yeah, true. Then we've got like Doctor at 17 hours, 14 hours for Nemesis, 10 for the Artist, 9 for the Night, Mastermind at night, 9 here, So then, where is this? Where is the animatronic? Because he must have. He had to have. Is he on it yet? Sorry, animatronic. Did I miss him? So the animatronic's not uploaded yet. Okay, that's fine. Because I was about to say, like, we've just generally tracked like 3 hours with him, so like he'll overtake. Oh no, that'll not be in game time actually. Shit, no wait, hold the bus. Yeah, that'll not be in game time actually. I wonder how long that'll actually be then. I wonder. But it's a shame. There's definitely some kills where I'm like, oh man, how bad is that we've just not played them a little bit. Like Blight, I don't think we'll ever play. Like Christ, how many matches has he even got locked in? I've played 2 matches with Blight. That sums up perfectly. 2 matches, 4 matches. Legion somehow we've played 3 matches with. That's tragic. Oni for 5, Hillbilly for 6. Nice. 7 with a hag. Then Wraith is down here only with 7 matches played, which actually feels incredibly low. But then I guess there's like with a lot of these games I probably lock into a few kills, so like some of them don't get played. Whereas like Twins 5, Pig 6, Trapper 9, Demagogue 10, Unreal 9, only 9. I feel like when they came out we played way more games than that. That's crazy. That feels so weird saying that. 12. What's that? 12 as well. Houndmaster's already 11. What the Francis? That can't be right. Because I know we just recently picked up the Houndmaster and started playing them. And I do want to go back to them for a wee bit. I definitely, between Freddy and Houndmaster, I kind of like feel like I like that jump. Houndmaster, I don't know what it is. I just started liking them. Nurse must be like more than 12. What? No? Alright. 16, 15, Ghoul 16, which is about right because we only played him in that one window. Dredge 20, Xenomorph 22, okay, Singularity 23, 36, that's fair. 49 for the Cannibal, that's mental. Then it jumps to 50. Clown must be higher than that then. 48, okay, so they're about the same. 45 for the Cenobite. Good guy, 52. Let's go. I'll take it. We've played enough with him. 53, 51, 53, 72. Yeah, that sounds about right. Doctor, 97 with the Doctor. Wow, okay, fair enough. Well, what do we say? 127 for the Dark Lord. That's quite funny. And then 164 and 221. That's funny. That's quite cool. So yeah, we get to see that, right, which I think is really, really, really cool, right? And then also gets to show you like your most picked perks as well, which I thought was quite fun. Like Nowhere to Hide, I'm not shocked isn't our top one. Like, I'm not shocked, but I will say, right, Eruption clearly shows up enough with some of the builds, and Merciless Storm showed up enough where it stays in second and third. I thought Surge by now would have easily have taken those spots. Other than that, like, yeah, fair enough. Like, I think other skills we kind of float around between, but I must have like used some of them with like definitely Nurse, not Nurse, Huntress with those kind of ones and stuff like that. But it's mental. That one's cool. But I also did like this. See if we scroll up, we can go to our Survivor. Feg is my most played Survivor, and I am going to be honest with you. Do you want to know what shocked me the most? Look how far down we get. 9th place for Dwight with 74 matches played, right? 74 for Adam Francis, 91 with Laurie, 80 with Meg, 107 is Bill, 105 is Soma. Claudette somehow is 116. Fucking scum. How did I do that? 161 with Rebecca Chambers is fair enough. And then 326 games is how many I've played in that bracket of 2020 to now. 326 games as I was Feng. How crazy is that? That is actually so mental. And I think the funny one is like my longest chase is 1 minute and 11 seconds with her. So I want to know who has the longest chase. 1 minute and 23, right? So Rebecca Chambers has the longest chase so far. 11 minutes and whatever I said. 11 minutes. Oh, 1 minute there. Nice. 45 seconds, lol. 47 seconds. 47. Oh, Jesus. I'm just like, I want to just know, like, who has the longest chase. Is it genuinely that? Who did I say that was? Rebecca Chambers with like 1 minute and 20 something? That's not half bad if you think about it, actually. Right, okay, let's have one last second. Right, so then, that 30 odd something. 41, 40, 54. 1 minute 10 though with Michaela. That's pretty decent. 1 minute 16 with Lara Croft. That's decent. 31. So who was that again? Rebecca Chambers, I think, had the best run time by a smidgen. Would we say one? So the best chase I've had is I've ran a killer for 1 minute and 23 seconds, which is kind of funny actually. Like, because that's like a gen. I could probably like, imagine that like that chase didn't even help. But the pick rate is really cool. I do like this a lot. Shows you how much I've played. The hours for some of them is actually mental. Like when it comes to like the survivor playtime, like I'm actually shocked by how long I've actually played with all of these survivors. Like look at all of these survivors, right? They're all like well over 4 hours. Which means, right, that when we get into our survivor mode and we're just playing the kind of casual fun that we do, even when we switch around killers, right, or survivors, sorry, we still play enough games for that to track up to such a higher number. Like, literally, out of the ones we've played, only 3 of them are below an hour played. That is mental. That's so crazy. Especially if you look at like the last 30 days. Like, it's just been those two. But then if I switch to like killer and do like the last 30 days, it changes up quite drastically. Goes like Houndmaster, Dark Lord, Doctor, Huntress there, then Clown Shape, Hannibal. And that's only because if you think about it, we played a bunch of games where we switched between them all. I don't think this list would be as diverse if we didn't do that one time. It would have been between those two, Huntress and Shape, probably like only those 4. Lol. But yeah, I thought it was quite cool. So I think if you've not already seen that and you've seen your own, you should definitely like log into that just for a bit of banter, just to see it all. But for now, I am going to tap out. I have a little bit more editing to do and chilling, and then yeah, I think that's about everything. So I shall tap out there, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. As I say, tomorrow's stream though will be more card game related. I'll figure out times tonight and we'll sort it all out. But thank you very much.